So I'm a little bit short in space. Going bigger than expected. And the piece is also gonna be a little bit of a freestyle. I made a quick sketch. It's nothing more than a pencil on paper. It's a quick sketch with all kinds of things, and I made some eyes over here and some bricks and some water underneath the piece. I decided that I needed a little break from uploading and thinking about what I wanted to do with the new videos this year. But at the same time, I know that taking breaks is also one of my, a little bit one of my downsides. I find it hard to start back uploading or making videos again after taking a break. Oh yeah, and that's also the reason why I'm sketching with yellow. These are like the only parts that I want to make yellow. Those are two like eyes in a dark cave or something. So there are a few things that I always bring. Of course I bring my cans. I put them in the bag. I put them in a little box so they stay straight. They make less noise. I bring a little bag with caps. A few different ones. Super fat caps like the level 6 fat cap, level 1 cap. Standard Montana black caps. Today I got a few brands with me. I got Domino paint. I got not a Domino paint, this is the old label. They are changing them to these. So if you still see like Domino paint with these labels, they're gonna look like this. I got a Montana black. I got a 94. I even got a Kobra, an old one. Kobra white. And this might look like a white, but I actually turned this blue. It's a light blue. I don't have that many light colors at home anymore, so I turned this white into a blue. I'm gonna show you. Oh yeah, and of course I bring gloves, but these gloves are pretty old, as you can tell. They had their best time. See? That's definitely not white anymore. So I'm keeping a little bit of space now. I brought another color of blue. It's a bit darker and I want to make a like a shadow in the piece. But I forgot over there that I had that in mind. Well, there's a little bit left in this can, which is perfect, just in case I make like a mistake. And then I'm still able to repair it if needed. So the plan was to use this Domino paint. Whoop. And make like a little shadow line. Oh. Into the letters, on the places where the letters are covering each other. So like this is a basically a super easy way to give some more depth to your piece or let something happen. So you could fill up your piece with like a cheap bucket paint, and then when you have like a little bit of a leftover, you can create those shadows with a darker tone, and you still have already like a nice piece. And it's barely any work and it's super quick. Oh, that goes not as planned. Stop it. Okay, now it works. So, let's see if this... Yeah, it's not that different from the background, but should be enough to create these stones. Kind of stupid that I sketched the stones and that I'm not right now, I'm just covering them up. So these stones, this gray is not that different from the background, and I want to, because there's gonna be like paint splatters over here, like a background something kind of thingy, and I want to give it more dimension to it. So I'm gonna give it a little bit of shadow. Like this. And right now it doesn't look like it's doing a lot. But when the piece is finished, you'll see what I've done. I'm gonna give this like a little black shadow later on, so I'm not gonna do this whole gray against the leather, just to save a little bit of paint. It feels kind of unnatural to just do a few stones over here or a few bricks, so I'm gonna keep it going a little bit more behind the letters. And I want them to like stop here, somewhere over here. Well, I believe that I already mentioned that after taking a little break that I find it hard to start again. Of course, I took the break because I felt I needed it, and yeah, like you've seen in the last video, I wanted to change a few things about the way I was approaching the videos and the topics. But after such breaks, my mind becomes lazy, I would say, and then I find it hard to start. So I have a lot of ideas, but actually bringing them to life and record new videos and get back into the editing part, which I find pretty boring to do. Like, I rather stand on the wall, paint, record some stuff, and then do it again instead of editing. But yeah, that's the thing about making videos, right? It's not just shooting videos, but it's also doing the edits. And that's why I was thinking about doing like a simple raw video just to get me back on going. Many of you also like the raw videos, so I don't think you guys are gonna complain that much, or at least I hope so. So after the sketch, there's still enough yellow left to do the eyes. for the backgrounds, I brought this can, and it looks like it's pink, right? Well, I can tell you, it's no longer pink. See? Just like the white that I turned blue, I put a purple and pink together to make this purple color. And I can understand that you wonder how I do this. Well, I brought the caps to show you how I do it. I brought 2 needle caps. You probably know these caps, right? But what you can do is that you can remove the tube out of one of these needle caps. Not as easy as I thought. Okay, there we go. So like this. And what you can do is then you can put them together. Like this. What I like to do is that the can that's gonna receive the paint from the other can, I'll put it in the fridge so that it cools down and the pressure is going down as well. After that, I'm not gonna do it right now, but what you could do is that you can like connect the cans in this way, and then the one that's up like this, the yellow one, should be like cooled down from the freezer, and that way the paint goes easier from the bottom can to the top can. And just by holding them like this and pressing them at the same time, you will transfer the paint from one can to another. And that's, like I said before, how I turned the white can blue and how the pink can became purple. Just 2 needle caps and you're able to transfer the paint. Okay, let's continue. So I already mixed the colors yesterday evening, and I must confess that I thought that the color was lighter than it is now. That's why I also mixed the purple with the pink, but apparently the purple is more stronger than the lighter color. But yeah, even I keep learning, even I'm learning every day. I rather fill my pieces with like fat caps, but this can is not super full and I want to do some more background, so I'd rather play it safe. I'm gonna just make this completely black, as if there's like one big gap in the wall over here. Oh, there's a little bit more background here. Okay, so the filling is done. I made a little shadow in the letters. The background is basically done. I'm gonna use a black can with like the stock cap to create those bricks again. And then I'm gonna first outline the piece, after which I'm gonna make this like, yeah, how do you call them? Wavy, watery stuff underneath my letters, but I'm gonna use black for that as well, so that's the same color as the outline. Yeah, and after outlining, highlights, probably do some cracks or something. But now that I look at the piece, I don't really like how this background is looking here. It's just looking weird or something, I don't know. I want to do something about it. So I'm just gonna paint this over. Look too much like an ugly palm tree or something. Not sure if it's a lot better now. Maybe some like splashy thingies. Like this. Yeah, I think I made it too big overall because it's on the rest of the piece is not that big, so it looks a little bit weird. Maybe make with this gray, I'm gonna make like a few bubbles as if there's no splashy paint over there. I'm not sure. I'm gonna leave it like that for now. So to finish the bricks, I'm gonna use a stock cap, also known as these like black cap with white dot pocket caps. And instead of giving it like the full pressure with my finger, I'm just gonna put my finger on the back of the cap, and I'm gonna try to press it really gently. And it's not like a clean spray like this, but more like the, just like it's as if it's stuttering. Okay, so maybe this Domino 600 is not the right can for it. So I also have this Montana Black. It's a fresh can, it's a new can, so the pressure is like at its max, but we're gonna see how it's gonna work. It of course has a little bit of a different valve system than the Domino cans, which maybe allows me to press it a little bit softer. Already felt like it went easier to do so. Or not. Yeah, maybe it was not such a good idea to just paint over the sketch lines. It's always kind of messy to do this. Jesus, what the? What the hell? Yeah, it had me shocking really badly. So I only did like this little bit, and as you can tell, the can is already messy and the cap even more. But yeah, that's how it goes if you do this technique. And I brought this color. Crap. Maybe I should not do it now. Okay, yes, I'm gonna outline the piece first, because I had in mind to do like a little throw up over this wall, but maybe it's cool if I start the little throw up here and just do it a little bit over the piece as well. Not sure if there's still enough paint in this 600 milliliter can to outline the whole piece, but I must say that I really like the pressure of this Domino 600 milliliter can. It's not a super high pressure can. You can still use like the fat caps, but even with this outline cap, it's pretty nice. But I can hear you think in the meanwhile. Yes, I've still been painting while I wasn't recording any videos. Well, actually, I've also recorded videos, and but those are a little bit more complex to edit, or not complex. It's just more work, and that's the reason why I'm recording this video, is to give myself like a little kickstart to start editing those. Although I have the skills and I know exactly what I want with those videos to edit them, there's like some I don't know, some obstacle to actually start editing them. And to make it easier on myself to just start, oh god damn it, to just start doing something in general, I was like, yeah, why not make this video? But I've recorded a new our side of the story video, so you can expect that one in the future. Yeah, again with some nice stories and some real graffiti in it, or yeah, I don't know what you guys consider like real graffiti, but it's where I follow train riders. And in the beginning of this year, I also went to Lisbon. Of course, I was there to chill and have a holiday, but in fact, yeah, I also wanted to paint something, so I recorded that as well. I let myself inspire by the colors in the city, and took my camera, took a lot of pictures, and out of those cameras, out of those pictures, I found one that had really interesting colors in there, and I used those colors to paint a piece. I went to the local graffiti store, bought some cans, and went to a cool spot. Yeah, I think I'm gonna make it with this can. So when you're painting on the ground, a 600 milliliter can is definitely too big. So it's been a long time since I've used a Kobra can. And I instantly remember how much I liked the pressure of these cans. Mistake, because if there's a shadow, there should not be a highlight. So I need to fix that. Okay, so it looks like I'm doing this kind of rough, which I actually am, but sometimes by just doing it rough, you can go back over it with a black. Doing it rough can save you time instead of doing it all safe and see, already done. And it's not as if you waste a lot of paint. I forgot a little highlight as well, now I see. Whoa. Calm down, maestro. With my trigger finger. In total, I used like 9 colors for this piece. I used like a 600 milliliter can for the fill-in, and I used one 600 milliliter can for the outline, which was not completely full anymore. If you look at the yellow, the purple and the gray, those cans were already used, and yeah, I barely used any paint. So although it sounds like I used a lot of colors, I did not use that much paint at all. The letters itself are also pretty standard. I used the word pause because I needed a kick under my butt to start filming videos again. But yeah, they're all pretty straight. They're all straight, simple letters that go down. And I made the piece a little bit more funky by just putting them higher and lower and bouncing the letters around like that, by adding like these simple bricks and these simple eyes as if this was some kind of cave. The piece instantly becomes a lot more interesting to see. There's a lot more going on than just a name or letters. And also the shadow on the inside gives the impression that the P is in front of the A, which of course is, but now it truly is. So every letter has a little bit of a shadow from the previous one. I wish this purple was a little bit lighter, but still I think it looks okay. And as you can see, what I did with the gray, it now feels a little bit like the paint splashes are in front of the wall because of these little shadows. And also a little force field, not too much, but yellow always works really well with blue. It's not even 9 colors like I said before, I think it's 8. Alright, that should be it for this video. I'm gonna show you the final result in the next video. I'm in Lisbon, or I was in Lisbon like 2 months ago already, so keep your eyes open for that one.